imatozun Yukina Shirokuma manem yojamasalo backupton. And yes, you have read this correctly. I finally have motion tracking. But did it turn out as expected? You'll find out in this video. So it started like this. Satang, Shawn, Dad, and I were finally able to purchase the HaritoraX Wireless after I've been craving motion tracking for 3 years. Yes, you heard that right. 3 years. And that is where the first issue appeared. The official Shiftall website does only accept credit cards or debit cards, no other payment. None of us own the credit card, so Satang asked a relative who does own a credit card to buy it, and they will get their money back. But they denied that, and we didn't know what to do. I wanted to avoid it, but we ended up buying it from eBay because there was no other choice. Yes, I risked a scam. I risked ending up with an empty box or with a box with broken trackers. But I have been waiting for so long, so this is what we ended up doing. After I patiently waited for it to arrive, and in around 6 days it did. We all were so excited. This is the footage of me opening the box with my friends. Okay. Oh, easy!
Just kidding, I get the manager. Ich habe schon Aufnahme gestartet. Also, du bist so hyped. Also Leute, wir haben Big News. Das Motion Tracking ist angekommen.
Hype.
Wieso schreien die jetzt? Was willst du?
Das ist so ein komischer schwarzer Fleck. Das ist einfach angehört wie, keine Ahnung, ein Anime-Mädchen. Okay, I'm opening it, guys. I'm so excited. I'm like, opening the package itself. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm so excited. I think this finally is it.
So I got a cat. He's very disrespectful. Say something.
This is the panic. I thought he squeaked. Oh my god.
No, I smooched him.
One day he was like hiding behind the PCs. And Shawn didn't like that at all. He aggressively grabbed the cat. He put it in his pot and he cooked the cat. And I was just like, no.
I didn't like that, so I got a divorce.
Oh, it is it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But it's so small. Didn't expect that. I mean, I'm happy. I'm so happy.
I didn't expect the package to be this big, to be honest.
This big? I thought it was bigger. Oh, I'm so excited, guys.
Always in the pictures it looked like it was a tiny and flat package. So I'm stunned that it is this big.
Oh my god,
this is so cool.
This is so cool. This really is cool. I see them. Look at them. I'm so happy. But in that moment, I forgot that I can't have anything good in life without wanting to jump off a bridge first. But that usually happens, so I should have expected that there's going to be another problem. All this excitement was just to figure out that the trackers couldn't connect to our PC because it has no Bluetooth. How? I don't really know. Shawn told us that as he bought the PC, it said it's an RTX and it has Bluetooth, so I guess this PC was a total scam. Shawn tried checking for Bluetooth on the PC and then attempting to install it without an adapter first. But of course, that didn't do it, and we all were really sour. So what Satang did was buying a Bluetooth 5.0 nano USB adapter so that this trashy PC could finally have Bluetooth. Satang bought it on the 18th, and the website said it should arrive in 1 to 2 days, meaning the 19th, right? Right? Nah. It arrived in 6 days, so another week of waiting. The Bluetooth has finally arrived. The Bluetooth type is updated and it's compatible with HaritoraX Wireless, meaning no problems will be ahead, right? The trackers refuse to connect because they need a firmware update. No idea what that is, no idea why it was needed, but apparently it was needed, and so I wanted to do this firmware update, but the English translation wasn't available in Firefox, so I needed to download Chrome and then load the English translation of the website, and in the end I spent roughly half an hour trying to update the trackers because I had to update them individually one by one and I couldn't figure out how to do it properly. But then the trackers were connected, meaning they would work just like expected, right? I have an interesting story for you. First, I launched the virtual cast in my room to see if it worked. HaritoraX is proven to be compatible with virtual cast, so what should go wrong? I cannot answer you what the actual frick was going on with my app. I loaded the preset models provided by Virtual Cast of Visual to see if it's just my body that's been screwing up or if it was with every single model. And I can tell you, or maybe I don't even need to tell you, but something wasn't proportionally right here. I recalibrated the trackers on the HaritoraX configurator and then ended up doing some weird JoJo pose by standing like a normal bear. Okay, but maybe it will be better in the studio instead? So I went up to the studio, yes, and believe it or not, but it actually worked. My tracking wasn't as terrible anymore, but still very bad. I recalibrated the trackers and loaded my model, and I seriously can't explain why my feet were heading into one specific direction the entire time. Just so you know, this is where the trackers are placed, meaning I had no control over my feet whatsoever. My trackers were placed correctly, and I saw no reason for my feet looking like this. As you can see, my tracking was horrible. No matter how many times I recalibrated it, it looked terrible. And I started to get very frustrated. I had to figure out where to place the trackers, and that's also why I recalibrated it so unbelievably often. But you gotta understand me. Shiftall said the chest tracker should be put as high as possible, so I placed it above my boobs. But that ended up breaking the model, so I put it under my boobs. That looked terrible as well, and the strap was incredibly tight and I didn't even know how I was supposed to move my chest. Or do you have bones in your boobies? This just doesn't seem like it's designed for both genders. Soon enough, I also noticed that something was off with my knee trackers. They didn't work. I couldn't find the problem until I lifted one of the knee trackers by accident. And then I realized the knee trackers are supposed to be on the thighs. And before I break any other rules, I checked on how to wear this properly again just so I don't feel like an idiot. I've tried this HaritoraX Wireless tracking on various models provided by Virtual Cast, and this specific model looked very good with it. But only this specific one. I attempted doing sloppy little dances, doing an idle step. It looked fantastic. Just sadly, it isn't my body. I can't use this. What also looked very good is this cat model here, since it looked natural and the hip movements were visible, but the other models were as broken as mine and I can't find the solution why. By the end, I figured it might be my clothes, because I was wearing a thick sweater with thick pants. The next time I will wear slimmer clothes or maybe even half naked if it's necessary. But my pants and sweater were covering the trackers often, leaving me believe it was their fault, or maybe I'm just trying to hide the fact that these trackers aren't the highest quality. Whatever it is, I will try to fix this issue next time. This is where my manager Satang joined the room again and saw the quality of the trackers in Virtual Cast. His honest opinion was that it looks exactly like the webcam tracking I have used back in 2021 and 2022. In my opinion, it looks way better than the webcam tracking I used to have, but I really think that this isn't as portrayed as in the Shiftall's official video. I tried fixing my hip tracking lots of times, but it's just so hard to wrap this tracker exactly on your pelvis when you weigh more than just 5 kilograms. Me and Shannon look alike, but he is still a dog, you know? But I have had enough of this headache, so I decided to check what it looks like in VR chat. Even though I might not use it, at least not that often. And during VRChat's installation, I was dancing like a bear would. VRChat has successfully been installed and I was taking a long time trying to figure out how to use a VRChat camera. Then I had to find a place where I could film my entire body without any issues, until I remembered that I had a place that was very good to look at myself. I just had to remember how to get up there. In the end, I figured it out and I took a look at my body tracking. I calibrated it, standing like my VRChat avatar, but that broke it? I tried again, standing like VRChat wanted me to stand, and that completely broke it. So I tried again and again, but in the end it actually ended up looking better and smoother than in Virtual Cast. Why exactly? I really can't tell, but it was better than before. It was still a bit glitchy, very inaccurate, and a bit weird. But if you compare this to the Virtual Cast, yeah, it's alright. So my overall review about these trackers is basically negative. Would I recommend them? No way. But hear me out. You might be thinking that the bad quality of those trackers might be because they come from eBay and not the official Shiftall website. But the trackers nor the package it came in have been touched in the slightest. It was clean and has not been played with at all. Meaning, I probably have tried out the original HaritoraX Wireless trackers that were beyond any negative expectation I have had. The reason why I am this negatively shocked might be because I used to ignore every negative review anyone gave me about this because I wanted them so badly. But that was a great mistake I have done, and please don't do the same. Don't get me wrong. These trackers are great for their price, and I know how hard it is to build trackers, that's why I don't want to build any on my own. But the inaccuracy and the quality of these trackers were not expected at all. They're good, just not as good as portrayed. They feel plasticky and are light, but I just don't know how to strap them around my body correctly so that it doesn't look terrible. They're easy to charge and charge pretty quickly as well. The first time setup is the worst thing I have ever been through, and I think that the majority of my negative review comes from the first time setup alone. But after you have set them up once, you can do it flawlessly all the next time. So I guess the setup is pretty easy. If you want to get the HaritoraX Wireless, please make sure to not only watch reviews about them, but also read reviews, so you know exactly if you actually want to buy them or not. If you like money and want motion tracking very badly like I did, you can buy it. However, if you can't spend more than around $400 for motion tracking, I would recommend looking for another one. But I have the motion tracking now, and that is what I wanted, so I'm happy. And that is all I have for you shipmates today. Make sure to join my Discord server and check in on my live streams. And thank you a lot for all the support, shippies. As I say goodbye, I wish you guys further and simple winksies. Bye bye.